In this module we will set bookmarks in our documents, and this can be very helpful as you navigate larger documents. Even this one here, the Magna Carta, that isn't that long of a document, 6 pages, so I might not need to do it for a document this size, but certainly if you're dealing with a 40, 50, 400 page document, bookmarks are a very important navigational aid. So they're very easy to insert and work with, and I'll show you how to do that right here. The idea behind a bookmark is it lets you just switch between bookmarks without flipping between your pages by using our conventional methods, either with the arrow keys or with the scroll bar or with the scroll arrows. Instead, we can use a bookmark and just quickly drop down to wherever that bookmark is. So for example, I've created a bookmark here called Air, and I can use this, and I'll show you exactly how to use that in a minute. But you can see that it's designated with the gray brackets around the word. Now the way it works is I'll go down to this section about bailiffs, and let's say I want to bookmark the section on bailiffs so I can find it quickly later on, or someone else can find it quickly later on. I can either select the word, as I've done before with errors, or I can set an insertion point, and then it's just a matter of going to the Insert tab. We're going to insert something into our document here. We're going to insert a link, and we can insert a bookmark. Now, on your resolution, you probably will see this in the ribbon. You won't have to drop down the links grouping here. So click on Bookmark, and then notice here I've already got the one error, and if I select the word, it'll create a bookmark and it'll already pre-populate that for me. But this time, because I don't have a word selected, I've just got an insertion point. I just need to type in a name, so call it B-A-I-L. My spelling, sorry, B-I-L-I-F-F, bailiff, and then click on Add here to add the bookmark. So now, again, see how I've got the gray little bracket there? That just tells me that I've got an insertion point in the document that is a bookmark. So now how do I use these things? Well, you saw earlier the Go To dialog box, and we can bring up that Go To dialog box with a Control-G. And in the Go To section, we want to go to a bookmark. And in any document that you've created bookmarks for, you will see them listed in your drop-down dialog box here. So enter bookmark name, you could type it out, or you could just use the drop-down box to go to the Air bookmark. And when I click on Go To, notice that we are right there in the bookmark. Another way you can use it, besides the Control-G command to bring up that Find and Replace dialog box, is that you can use this section down here, the Select Browse Object. And right now the Browse Object is the bookmark. So if I scroll back and forth using the blue arrows, it'll take me to the different bookmarks that I've inserted into the document. Or again, if I click this Select Browse Object, I can find, go to, browse by heading, browse by section, and so on, but I can bring up that Go To dialog box with clicking on the arrow, and then once again, go to what? Go to a bookmark, go to the Air bookmark, go to the bailiff, go to the bailiff bookmark, and go to. Now, it showed you how to insert bookmarks into documents, showed you how to use those bookmarks. Now I want to show you how to control this behavior, and that behavior, what I'm referring to, is whether or not the bookmarks are notified or designated in the document itself. So again, we'll go back up here. I should have browsed to the object, but there it is, the Air bookmark. We see it with the gray brackets. If we don't want to see that in our document, use the Office button, click on Word Options, and then in your Word Options, click on the Advanced section here on the left, and we're looking for something called the Display Options, or Show Document Content, I should say. And this is something that should be checked by default, but you can uncheck it to not show those bookmarks with the gray brackets. So again, under the Advanced section, Show Document Content, that's where you control whether or not the display of the bookmarks is effective in whatever you're working on.